Good day, puppy lovers. Today I have Blue with me, and I'm just going to show you guys. I thought I'd show you how I trim Blue's face. He's a Cotton de Tulear, and here we go. I'm going to show you how I get this done.
For those who don't know me, I'm Elizabeth Jenn, professional dog groomer since 2010.
So first I'll start off with clipping the top of his head with a 19 millimeter. So we're going to take all of this off at the top, just like this. Bring your clipper down towards the nose, not towards the eyes, towards the nose. Yeah. If you had a shorter snout, I'd still go in this direction, straight across. Then I'm going to pull back on that hair here to give myself a little more wiggle room to get a little more of that hair. So once that's all done, that's the first step, okay? Second step, I like to take this off. And I'll be combing the bottom part here and bringing it out forward and cutting straight along a straight line, just a straight line, leaving approximately the same amount that I would leave approximately of how long his nose is, his snout. So I go from here to here, to there to there. It's an approx. You gotta eye it. So anyhow, so going straight across like that, then I'll bring in everything forward. We're gonna start do this side of his head. Bring everything forward, and this you can do this with a Shih Tzu or with a poodle, any dog that you want to do around your face, right? So I'm just gonna come in and cut from right flat at the nose here, flat at the nose, come around. Just like that. Hold him. And all of this has got to go, and I'm going to bring it right behind his ear here. He's got his ear here. I'm going to bring all of that right behind that. Got to get rid of all that junk also. So I'm going to use just my straights. You can use, or here, I'll use these. Actually, you can use whatever scissors you want to use, so long as after you can soften it up a bit. See how aggressive these are? I'm making all these marks. And bring it all the way back there. We're just making a round from the snout all around to there. Snout, nose, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to offend anyone. So I'm going to come in and I'm just going to soften this up a bit with these I think these are 52 teeth. So these soften up the edges, all right? If you don't have these, fine. It'll just be a little choppier, but you're fine just the same. Just choppier. Then I'll comb everything back. Careful for his eye. Comb everything back all the way to the ear. And I'll open his ear here, inside. I'm gonna hold that. Bring everything back. And then I'm gonna cut everything that's in front of that ear here, the opening, straight down, just a straight line, okay? So what did we do? We went from here to the back, then we're cutting a straight line. Everything will be rounded out afterwards. Then I'll pull everything up and see how we need to round this out. See how we need to round that out? Can you see? All right, so I'm gonna come in and just round this out all the way to his eye here. I need to be careful. The client doesn't want me to take his eyelashes out, so cut them. So I'm just going to toss them over a bit. Just going to round that out a bit. Remember, come in with your other thinners, the one that has more teeth. The more you got teeth, the softer the look. The closer they are together, the softer the look. All right. So at this point, all I'm doing is I'm just using my eyes to see whatever is not round, you know, whatever's not curved well. So from the nose to the top of the ear, from the nose to the back of the ear, from the nose to the side of the eye. So we got 1, 2, 3 points here. Nose to side of eye, nose to the top of the ear, nose to the back of the ear. And for now, we're going to leave it at that. Bring his ear forward All that junk has got to go. So I'm going to snip it all out. Use whatever scissors pleases you. As long as, you know, it's better if you're using a pair of scissors that, like I wouldn't come in with these and try to chunk a whole bunch off because I'll be snipping forever. This is all about just softening the edges. So I'd go in with something more aggressive. There you go. So we did that side. Okay, for sure, at the end, I'm gonna keep continuing on seeing where he's got sticky outies or whatever's. All right, so we have this here we need to take out. I suggest that you don't cut towards the nose because he could stick his tongue out, and it's best if you use your tip and you come in and you cut this way. He doesn't have much in the front here. Doesn't have much. I see him quite often. All right, so we flip his ear back. We're going to do the same thing on this side. So remember, we go from the nose, the tip of the nose. We're going to go make a nice round semicircle here, all the way to the ear. And did that tickle? Hang on, honey. I must have tickled. So I'm going to go in from the back of the ear. Back of the opening of the ear, and I'm going to come join that there. Okay, see how choppy that is? We're going to stop that choppiness after with our other scissors. We'll pull some of this out, then I'm going to go back in, and from the tip of the ear here, the top of the opening, I come in here. But before, I'm going to comb it all back. It'll be a lot easier if you do this first. Pull it all back. Now you got all this junk that's right in front of the opening. So I'm going to make a straight line up. Straight line from the top of the ear to the bottom of the ear. Bring everything back like that. Okay. Then we're going to go, what we did is we went from the bottom of the opening of the ear all the way to the tip of the nose here. Bringing everything forward. Gotta be careful. Best to go in the other way. And then we're going to fluff everything up. And I'm going to do the same thing. From the top of the ear, I'm going to come to the tip of the nose. All right? Then I'm going to go fluff up again. And here, as you see, it's not very round. So I'm going to round from here to the corner of the eye. And then I'm just going to round everything out. You got to use your eyes. Use your eyes to see what is working and what's not working. All right, so I got to take more out there. These are aggressive also. They're not the same ones. See, I have these, and then these are really aggressive. And then these are the ones, my kenchis are the ones that soften up the most. All right, hang on, hang on. So I'm going to come behind here and do the back of the ear. Take all of that out. You know why? Because that will make a whole bunch of knots back there if you don't take that out. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to try to fluff everything up. This guy's really, she likes his face really, really, really round. Okay? I'm going to come in and flat, to try to bevel this a bit. For now, we're going to leave that for now, come back to it after. I'm going to pull all of this hair front to the front. Use some aggressive scissors here. These ones are more aggressive than my kenchis, so I'm just going to take a little bit off the front. I'm going to pull out the beak here. I call this a beak. Just the center here. Pull that out. I'm going to get rid of all of it. You can go in with any other scissors you want to go in with. I just use these. Okay. And now I'm going to use these scissors here, these tiny scissors, and I'm going to be careful because she doesn't want me to cut out those little eyelashes. So I'm going to just come in and right here, take just a little bit of that off, and we're going to do the inside of the corners. Look at that. Look at all that. Look at that. We'll do the inside of the corners, but I do want to get rid of this right now. So I'm going to come in and just try to create a round, just get rid of this here, some of that. Alright, we're going to fluff everything back. Everything needs to be adjusted, guys. Nothing is perfect right now. And right now, I'm just adjusting. So the rest of this is all about me just eyeing it. See how I cut flat here? I cut flat here. So now I want to round that out. So I'm going to come cut that edge off, because when you're cutting flat like this, it makes like a square edge. So I want to get rid of that square edge. Okay? Pull out this hair here. Try and see if I can get any of this out. Taking the bulk out, which there's not much bulk. And then I'll come in, and these are the little tiny. I'm just going to clean the area out here with my thinners, just because it gives it a little more of a natural look. Alright, so in the front here, get rid of that. Gotta make sure that your dog's not going to stick his tongue out. Gotta be very careful and go slowly. Alright, so I'm finding this side to be a little longer than that side. So I'm gonna come back in, use my semi-aggressives, try to make that equal on that side. The face really is, I find, is really the longest part of the, well, no, longest. It's for what it is, for the size it is, it's pretty long in the sense that we just try to keep perfecting. So there's a little bit there. I just go with what I'm seeing here. A little bit there. I got to keep that little eyelash in the corner. How about the top? Now I'm not going to do his ears because the client does not want me to touch those ears. So on the side here, I'll pull some up. He seems not bad actually. If he had a whole bunch of hairs here, I'd come in with my soft thinners and cut out anything. Like, see that sticking out? See these little hairs sticking out? That's gotta go. You use your soft thinners. Better to go downwards than to go up. If he pulls up his ear, you could catch that ear. So I catch myself doing it the wrong way sometimes, and you know, to each his own battle, I guess. Alright, so now all that fluff, use your comb to fluff everything up. There's more here. Oops, see, I'm going in the opposite direction. I told you to go. I just, you know, I know he's not going to lift up his ears. So when you're looking at your dog, and you got some roundness going on, and you want to keep, when you cut, hang on, honey, hang on. You just want to, as you're cutting, which I'm going to show you, you're going to see as I'm cutting. As I'm cutting here, I'll bring the dog's head down, lower and lower and lower, and then what you're keeping your eye on is how round it is. So I'm looking at him straight up like this, and I'm cutting and cutting, okay? And then I start bringing the dog's head down. I'm seeing it's more like an oval. So I'm going to try to correct that lightly. Let's try to correct that. By moving the dog's head up and down, you're eyeing your work, right? Okay. If you get what I mean. So here, I'm still not satisfied. My left sides are always more of a challenge, even after 14 years. I've been doing this since 2010. Even after 14 years, I'm still having some challenges with my left side. So I'm just going to get rid of some of these little brown, yellow areas here. Because when they lick, that stays wet, and then it stains. And those stains are so hard to get out, if they can get out. So I'm going to pull this forward. I have my finger right under where there's a soft part there where his tongue is. And I'm going to look at how round this is. So I'm seeing it needs to go a little flatter. There. All right, hon? You okay? You all good? So now that's how you do that. There. All right. So that's how you get a nice round face. One more step. Pull this back. Pull up a bit. All of this here, I'm going to create an inverted V. Go in this way and then go in this way, or I'll go like that. And the reason why I do the inverted V is so that when the dog brings his head down, he won't have junk over here like poofing out, okay? Remember, everyone, it doesn't need to be perfect. Your dog needs to be comfortable. Your dog needs to be secure. And, you know.
Just so you know, I upload a new video every Monday and Friday, 8 a.m. And I'm also live on Wednesdays, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Remember, guys, respect, comfort, and safety before vanity. Happy grooming. Hey there, pet parents and grooming gurus. If you enjoyed my tail-wagging transformations and want more tips to keep your furry friends looking fabulous, just hit that subscribe button. Remember, every click helps spread the love and lathers of grooming joy. Subscribe now and let's embark on this fluffy journey together.